There I am. Hey, cameras go. People all over tonight. I know all this cameras tonight and people everywhere. That's a good thing. We got a little profile shot. There we go. Yeah. This is like the eye doctor. Is that closer or further? There we go. Hey, we're up. Hello, welcome inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarola, Mayor for the City of Leominster. Happy to be with you tonight. We are live as we are each and every Thursday night. You're stuck with me for the holidays because, well, there's no holiday around Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, so that's a good thing. And we'll be here with you right up to the end, right before the holidays, and we'll have a lot of fun. Santa coming onto the show December, what, Kyle? 21st. One of our big shows here at Inside Leominster. Let's see, 21st. Doesn't say anything, but
it's a really big shoe.
It's a really big shoe, as Ed Sullivan would say. Anyway, that's what's coming up. Lots of holiday things happening in the city, activities. Spend the holidays in Leominster. Calendar is available at City Hall, also online. And concert tonight at City Hall, Skyview. That starts at 7, so another half hour from now. And the senior party, I want to thank the Knights of Columbus for sponsoring, as they do each and every year, the senior Christmas party. And tomorrow night is the Leominster High School musical, Peter Pan, at the auditorium at Leominster High School, the Cousins Auditorium, 7 p.m. Mark Marquis and Friends concert, 7 o'clock at the First Church, Unitarian Church, and much more. And the Festival of Trees is kicked off. Louis Charpentier's styrofoam holiday display is out, coming truckload at a time. And yes, we are in the midst of it all. Carlo, let's see, speaking of gifts and friendships and just all around good guy, we go to the art report tonight and see how art's doing.
Well, we're getting ready.
You missed
Tuesday, 3 to 6, buddy.
No.
Harvey Leonard, an hour ago.
We don't have time for it.
That's what he said. And again on, I'm sorry, Saturday, late Saturday starting at the 3 to 6, and then another storm on Tuesday.
No, I can't take it. We're
know.
getting so much. We're getting so much done.
I know. But I'll tell you that I see the sand barrels are out. Thank you, DPW.
Yep, doing a great job.
I take advantage of that. There's one on our street. I go up, fill my bucket. Can't be falling down at our age.
You don't bounce.
No, you got that right.
But we have a good guest tonight that'll be talking in the event that you do get yourself hurt. She will be here to talk about how to get yourself better.
Well, we do have good health care in the area. That's another thing.
We sure do. We are lucky peeps.
That's important.
We are very lucky.
Very important. That's all part of the structure that puts Leominster at the top of the list, I think.
That's why we live here.
Yeah, not just health care and police and fire and City Hall. I mean, the library. Walk in the library, it's like a reunion. Everybody's smiling. The place is spit shined. Mm-hmm. It's really a nice experience going in there. If you're stressed out, walk down the hall. It'll be gone by the time you get to the end.
That's right. Got that right. I would love to sit there and just read magazines all day. My kids are small. I would sit there and read magazines, and my kids would be in the children's room, and everybody was happy.
Well, we used to take my grandson there when we had him from Framingham. He'd come up and sleep over.
Yeah.
Next day, Papa, Nani, can we go to the library? Sure.
Start them young.
Get on the computer and have some fun.
All right, here we go. So here's a holiday song. This is a freebie. If you don't get it, no big deal. No points taken away. Nothing lost.
No points taken away.
Nothing gained. It's just a fun song. It's an old song. I heard it today and I thought, Geez, this goes back to the 50s, early 60s, and I wonder if Art would know who these guys are. There's a first hand. Here we go. Bells.
Christmas just ain't Christmas without the one you love. New Year's just ain't New Year's without the one you love. Underneath the mistletoe, I saw a face all aglow last year this time. Now I stand all alone, and my house is not a home without that girl of mine. Oh, Christmas just ain't Christmas without the one you love. And New Year's just ain't New Year's without the one you love. 12 o'clock and all is well, and I was doing oh so
What do you think,
swell
Doc?
last year this
I
time.
have no idea.
All right.
Going
Yeah, I'll give
shopping
you another
friends
hint.
together, making vows to leave each other never. It was a waste of time. Oh, Christmas just ain't Christmas without the one
Listen to that
you
harmonizing.
love. New Year's just ain't New Year's
They give it the
without
best.
the one you love.
Come on, listen. They have their own sound.
The Spinners. I have no idea.
I got another song, Jane. You can cut that one.
Christmas just ain't Christmas without the one you love.
They sing this song, too.
Disco 93.5, New York.
See if you pick up on it, Art. The OJs.
Oh, boy, I haven't heard them in a long time.
The OJs.
Yeah. Hey, I see David Cassidy passed away.
Yeah. Jeez. Sad. Not good.
He didn't leave much behind either. They had it on the news tonight.
Jim
he had
Nab-
some bad investments, I guess. His will was only $150K.
Wow. Jim Neighbors.
Yeah, great voice. Indianapolis 500. He'd sing back home in Indiana
Gomer
for
Pyle.
a long time.
Gomer Pyle.
Yeah.
Goober. Van Goober on, right?
Hey, you know, it was a great show that I find. It's on, I think, Tuesday mornings on station 201. Bonnie Miller.
Yeah, that was good.
Good show. Good
Loved
show.
Bernie Miller.
Did you like it, Jane? It was
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
well.
I love that show.
a fine dresser he was.
Oh, Yamana and
Yeah.
all of them.
Great characters.
Great bass line.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, I looked it up on the internet. All of them have passed away.
Come on.
Yeah,
Really?
unfortunately.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, they're all older, right? They were sort of
Oh,
old,
that was a long time
salty
ago.
detectives, right?
Yeah, yeah. And you know, the generation that I'm with the music, there ain't going to be many left into the way things are going. My goodness. One of the lead singers of the Tokens a couple of weeks ago passed away.
We got to get to a concert, buddy. You're supposed to be up on that.
Yeah, well, that's a problem. They're not around. But in the summer, they're usually around.
Wait a minute.
But
Aren't the Jersey Boys coming to somewhere? No? Casino or something? Hanover Theater?
I don't know.
Maybe Frankie
Trouble
Val.
is with the Hanover Theater, if you get upstairs, you might as well bring binoculars.
Yeah, you may as well be in Seattle.
It's brutal.
Yeah,
You
terrible.
know, you can hear them, but you can't see them.
Yeah, you may as well go to the jukebox.
At my age, we got to be in the front row.
Hey, you're going once, buddy. You and Paul Anker up front stage. You and Bobby Rydell up on stage.
4 times up on stage with Fabian
Fabian,
doing the twist.
who's
But
better
the
at
show
the...
was Rydell, Fabian, and Avalon.
That's what I'm saying.
And Avalon come down off the stage and sang Venus to Rita.
Oh, Venus. See that? You guys
Yeah.
are the... They need
Oh,
you up
she
front.
was googly-eyed. It was unbelievable.
Ah, jealousy said again.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, she
what-
was sitting there. Oh,
when
yeah.
when I leave tonight, I'll look to see if anything's coming up either at the casino or Hanover or somewhere.
I just got a thing from the casino. It's all comedy acts.
Ah,
Nothing.
no.
Foxwoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad. I'll keep an eye out.
All right.
All right, buddy.
All right, over and out. Thanks
If I
for the
don't
full
see you,
report.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, thanks for the full report. We'll talk to you next week.
All
Arthur,
right, we'll
not-
be here.
You didn't get that one, but I didn't think you would. It was a tough one. But
No, I couldn't figure that one
well, a
out.
lot of people sang it, and but
Yep.
they just
Well,
didn't.
keep whistling.
Yeah, will. I whistle,
See you later.
We whistle while we work.
All
Okay,
right.
was there another call, or we? Yes, caller, welcome to the
Yes,
show.
we're
Yes,
putting it through right now.
Yes,
Give it one
come
sec.
on through. Hello.
Should be good to go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, good evening, Mayor. How are you?
I'm well.
John DeChico calling in for the Leominster Colonial Band.
All right, concert this Sunday, 2
Yes,
p.m.
this Sunday. I just wanted to remind everybody this year marks the 28th year, believe it or not, of our
28
annual
years.
Christmas concert. We certainly invite everyone to join us for this wonderful family event. It's free, begins at 2 o'clock in beautiful Tater Auditorium, which absolutely looks fabulous
Yes.
again this year.
Gorgeous.
If people haven't had an opportunity to take in the Festival of Trees, there is no better venue to do it on that afternoon with live music. Absolutely will get you in the Christmas spirit if you're not there already. It looks like we might have a little snow to kind of whiten up things just prior on Saturday.
I'm checking my forecast right now. I'm not.
But I know that in the past,
Yes.
the DPW has always come through. I remember a couple of years back when we actually had a storm that morning,
Yeah.
and everything was clear as a whistle by 2 in the afternoon, so it didn't impede anybody from joining us, and we had a great crowd that day. So please don't let the snow scare you off. Just have it help you get into the spirit of the season.
Sounds like a Beatles song. Please
Yeah,
don't let
yeah, I
the
know.
snow-
But,
Snow
just-
likely during the day, 36 degrees, winds light and variable, chance of snow 90%, 1 to 3 inches of snow expected. And then at night, snow in the evening, transition to snow showers overnight, 29 degrees, winds at northwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of snow at 90%, 1 to 3 inches of snow. I don't know if that's the same 1 to 3, but piece of cake. That's on Saturday. Let's
That's
see.
Saturday, right?
Yeah,
So you
Sunday's
don't-
nothing. Sunday's piece of
nothing
cake.
at all. Sunday's going to be a little cool. It's going to feel like winter. It's going to feel like the season.
Right.
But the one thing that'll warm you up is the great program that our conductor Steve Pimerini has put together once again. Some of the great featured pieces will be famous Leonard Bernstein's West Side Story. And look forward to Vaughn Soupé's classic Light Cavalry Overture. Again, a very festive piece. Some on the lighter side, some of the familiar Christmas tunes, Blue Christmas, Carol of the Drum, and Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. So lots of things happening, and one of the featured pieces this year will be a piece we haven't done in probably about a decade, but it's a really fun piece, and it's called Mozart's Toy Symphony. So it's fun to see the musicians using some common toys to make music, along with the accompaniment of the band. Just a reminder, the Colonial Band is a 30-piece professional orchestra, and we are sponsored for this concert by the Leominster Cultural Commission through a grant, and also the auspices of the City of Leominster helps us out by providing that beautiful venue at City Hall. So again, just try to encourage everybody to come out. Admission's free. Santa will be on hand. So bring your children, bring your grandchildren. Just come. You're young at heart. Join us. Free refreshments, homemade goodies at intermission. I don't think there's a better place to be on Sunday than at Leominster City Hall, enjoying beautiful music and great camaraderie and friendship. And as I said before, the Festival of Trees is a must-take, must-see, especially this year. I was in City Hall Auditorium myself for the election, and it's just unbelievable.
Most amount of
display
trees we've ever had.
Yes, it is, and I would say that all the organizations and people that have put those trees into place this year have absolutely outdone themselves when it comes to the beauty of the decorations, coupled with, of course, Louis Charpentier's famous pieces.
Right.
You just can't find, again, a more festive venue. And we have lots and lots of people who are faithful followers, especially of the band and our concert series, but this one in particular, we have people who come from all over Massachusetts to enjoy this concert, and they all comment every year just how spectacular Leominster City Hall is for this concert, and especially, again, the Festival of Trees. So People are coming from far and wide. So if you're local, you really don't have an excuse not to take this in. You should be enjoying it as much as the people from the surrounding area are enjoying it. So again, just join us. You won't regret it. You'll certainly have a great time. And if you're not in the holiday spirit yet, combination of a little bit of snow and some great music, I think we'll send you on your way and get you off for the next couple of weeks as we enter into the holidays.
All right, John, thank you.
So, thanks again.
See you on
Look forward
Sunday.
to seeing you.
See you on
Thank you.
Sunday.
Have a good night.
All right, take care.
Bye now.
Colonial Band concert, holiday concert this Sunday, 2 p.m. And it's free. No better deal than that. You will not find, as John said, you'll not find another venue that will place you in the holiday spirit more than the Tater Auditorium. Taking a short break, and what did somebody say? Niagara Falls? Taking a short break. We'll be right back.
Years ago, our next guest knew he was going to become an actor when he grew up. He went on to become a big part of Hollywood's golden years of comedy because of scenes like this.
I'm sorry, Bo. It was an accident. I know, fellas. Accidents will happen, sure. Now, you take this wrench. I don't want it. Oh, see, I did. I'll make powder out of that. Leave it alone.
I mean, what's going on here? Pick up that stuff and get to work. So help me, this shall last. Come back here. No, wait till you, my please. I hear you. You got to do it. Stop it. Stop it.
Boy, right on the head.
Here's one of the original Three Stooges, Mo Holland.
It's a delight.
You could show another minute of it.
Back, and I said, was that a wig you used to wear? And you just took the comb out and did this a few times.
Oh, yeah, but this one here isn't.
Oh, no, that's
No,
his own hair. But did we tell how that whole thing happened? How you became, how did you
I don't
decide to
recall,
wear
but
hair?
if so, I can review it again because it's quite interesting.
I don't think we talked about that.
When I was a small lad, up to the age 11, my mother used to wake me a half hour before the other four boys and make these cigar curls over her fingers like that and bring them down to my shoulders here. 11 years old with curls down to the
Long
shoulders.
curls.
I used to fight my way to school, in school, and back home from school. Principal wanted to know who was knocking out all the boys, you see. And when I came across a fellow who was a little too tall, I had my buddy, Rusty Johnson, stand back to back, and we'd clip him from every angle. And finally, Rusty's mother said, James, you can't go with that Howard boy anymore. You're coming home here 3 times a week with bloody nose, black eyes. I don't understand that. You have to stop. So the boy and I talked it over, and finally he said, Mo, I got an idea. I'm going to get my mother's scissors, and I want you to do a nice job on yourself.
And this is the result.
I said, okay, and I, without looking, I went around with that scissors all the way around the head, and when I got to look at myself in the mirror, it was awful. When went home, my mother passed away right there.
Oh.
And I remembered in later years, I remembered what it looked like, and that's how. And this must have been 20 years before the Beatles were born. So this is
So
it.
you're
This
the
is-
originator, huh?
I would say it was an accident.
I said in
They
the
also
inter-
wore them in the 12th century.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Yes.
They used to have a name for these when we were kids during the Depression.
Skunk heads.
There you go. Hey, Mo Howard from the Three Stooges. Pretty good. I never knew that story. Pretty good. Hey, we're back here at Inside Leominster with more to talk about. Well, do we have a call, or is that just lights blinking here? You guys
Nope,
messing
we
with
do
me?
have a call.
Caller, welcome to the show.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I know who this is.
Crystal.
Where are you?
On TV.
Well, I know you're on TV, but you're home. You're never home at night. What?
You heard the good news?
Yes, I did. How's it going?
Good. I've been working at McDonald's in Gardner for a week now.
Listen, if I come through the drive-up, do I get like free fries and free food and stuff?
No.
No? What do you mean no? I want one of those chocolate frap things they have there.
So now the new thing is now if you order from McDonald's, it's more like an iPad now.
Yeah, I know. They're getting fancy. You mean to tell me if I come through, I don't get free French fries or anything?
You gotta talk to Mark Hawk about that.
Well, he gets free French fries. That's what he told me. Well, I'll be coming through. I'm going to ask for you. I'm going to yell in the box there. Hey, is Crystal working? That's what I'm going to say.
Don't forget his name is Justin. I'm sure you know Justin.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask for you. I'm like, is Crystal working? They'll say, can I help you? And I'm like, is Crystal in there? And they'll say, no. And or they'll say, yeah, she is. And I'm like, how does she fit in there? Right?
And don't worry, there's a Mandy works there. Do you know Mandy?
Yeah. That's why I should get French fries and cheeseburgers for free. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I'm behaving myself.
I
Thank
know.
You for
Well,
coming out when we come to Winter Stroll.
You stay out of trouble or else.
Oh yeah, and tell Jillian that too.
Yes. Tell Jillian the same thing. You guys will be on probation.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're sure to for that. All right, thank you, Mr.
Over and out there. Talk to you later.
Take care.
All
Yep,
right.
bye-bye.
I'll be up for some free French fries. I'll hold the line up until I'll sit there and say, but they promised me free French fries. I'm not leaving till I get free French fries. Anyway, we're back here. 978-537-7760 is the number to call. My next guest is a physician, a doctor of sports medicine at Health Alliance, and she has a Fitchburg family practice. That's the name of the practice. Her name is Jill Terabasi, right? Nice Greek name, French name, Italian name.
There you go.
Upstate New York. There's probably people, what's amazing is anytime you talk about a certain area of either New York or New Jersey or somebody's always from there. So just outside Syracuse, little town called
Chittenango.
Chittenango.
It means where the water runs north.
Aha. You actually know this.
I do know this.
Was this a part of the entrance exam to get through medical
There's very
school?
small things that we have pride about in that town.
Right.
That's one of them.
That's one of them. Hey, I like that. That's very romantic if you think about it. Poetic.
Yes.
I like it. Anyway, welcome to the area.
Thanks for having me.
You settled in.
Yep.
You like it around here?
Been here just over a year now.
Yeah, very warm, right? I mean, people are friendly here.
Just like home.
Like home. Is your town a small town? I mean, they have a little downtown.
A little downtown.
So a lot like this. And
my downtown, though, actually was a yellow brick road because L. Frank Baum, the author of The Wizard of Oz, was born there.
that's what I thought. So is that where they have the big festival every year?
Correct.
Oh, well, forget talking about sports medicine. Let's get into the good stuff.
That's important.
So is it as big a deal as
If you're a Wizard of Oz type of
I am.
person, and those people come from everywhere for it,
Yes.
it was. So growing up, the Munchkins from the original movie would come
So
in.
did you get to see them all? Come on.
You know, we met them. I think last I knew there was still one living,
Yeah,
but that
there's
was a
one.
few years ago.
Yeah.
Is he still?
I think there's one left.
Yeah, I think it was the lollipop guy. But
And they'd show up, and it would be like, I heard you couldn't get a hotel within miles, and
there's not many hotels within miles.
right.
So
But
yeah.
I mean, just a big deal, though, right?
Yes.
People come from all over. and-
Absolutely.
Do they still do it? Is it still?
Oh yeah,
They still,
it's
I gotta
called
come
the
up.
Oz Extravaganza now. It used to be called the Oz Fest. Then that big music concert thing. Yeah, they
So
wanted
is
to
it big?
separate.
Is it a big event?
In a relative sense,
Yeah.
I would say so.
I mean, I don't drive all the way up there and then there's like 4 people there.
No.
and-
It's a big deal.
All
It's a
right.
big deal. There's a big parade.
That's good. So I'll tell you my quick story. So
Yeah.
on his way up, it was the coroner, and he would go up every year.
Yes.
So is it in May or something? Or
Yeah, it's usually May or
somewhere in
June.
May.
They moved it because sometimes it snowed.
Right.
So
this is my great story. So the hotel where the Great Wolf Lodge is right now was a Best Western, I think, or
Yes,
something.
I heard that.
So I got a phone call one day, and it was from an agent. She was calling from Florida, and she represented the coroner.
yeah.
Meinhardt was his name.
Yep.
And she said, I heard you're like a big Wizard of Oz fan. And I'm like, yeah. And she says, well, we're doing a couple of events up that way, and then we're heading up to New York. And he'd like to, would you mind if we stop? I said, would you mind if we stop by? She goes, we don't want to make a big deal of it, so, this isn't, we don't want to press and all. I'm like excited, like everybody should know about this.
Yeah.
And no. She says, so we'll meet you at 6 o'clock at the Best Western in Fitchburg. And I said, okay, because they were worried about if we went around here. He just wanted to sit and chat and have supper. So it was Meinhardt, his agent at the time, and myself, and so we ate supper and talked for hours. And his mind, I mean, just amazing man. I mean, he just remembered everything. He actually he couldn't join the service during World War II, so he joined like what was their pilots, I'm trying to think what you call them. Anyway,
Okay.
and he joined that group, and he actually was a pilot. And the most interesting thing is, he was the Oscar Mayer Wiener guy for 30 years, and he was so proud because he got a pension from Oscar Mayer, and then he would say to me, every so often he would remind me that I didn't report to anybody. If I needed something, I called Oscar Mayer himself, and he was just a cool guy.
Yeah.
And he got his he was a little guy. He wasn't one of the munchkins here, but he was a little person. So
Correct.
He used to work. He and his brothers, I think, used to work at the Wisconsin State Fair, and he learned how to be a caller. So that would be the guy or the lady that would say, the rings.
Yeah.
Step right up and see the smallest
Come on.
lady in the world. She's so small you can almost hold her in the palm of your hands. And then people would get in line and they'd walk. They'd pay like $2 and they'd see the
Right.
I don't know a doll, and the doll would move and they'd say, "It's the smallest lady. Look, she's that small." That kind of stuff. So he'd be the guy out front saying, "Step right up," and the rings and the dimes on the plate and all that. And he was very proud of himself that he was able to do that. But a lot of the glass negatives, or a good most of them, I would say most of the glass negatives of the photos that they took for the bills, for the movie bills, he collected. So he would get them and ship them back, and he had them in like vaults.
Wow.
And so when it became famous again in the 60s and 70s, guess who owned them all? Him. And he's very proud of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we had supper and we were sitting around, and he just remembered everything, every detail you could ever remember. He actually put out a book. There's actually a book about him, and he did it before he passed away. He got in a very bad accident just when I met with him.
Right.
He was just recovering from an accident,
Yep.
and his wife died, I believe, in the accident. So anyway, I think it was like 9. So we were there at maybe 6, so it had gone on for at least 3 hours. And he said, "Well, Mr. Mayor, I go to bed at 9," or something like that. And he just got
Me
up.
too.
Yeah. He got up in the middle of the conversation and left. So this is May. Altitude up there in Fitchburg, goes up as you're climbing, right? So I walk out of the hotel, and it's snowing. Big, wet flakes.
The pretty ones?
Just like in The Wizard of Oz. Remember, they wake up and it's all color, right?
Yep.
And they wake up and it's snowing, right? There's snow all over the flowers, and I'm like, how could this be? So I walked out and I said, nobody's going to believe me. I said, so I went back inside, and there were a couple people that I knew that were working there at the desk, and I said, you've got to come outside. You have to, because no one will ever believe me that I walked outside in May and it was snowing. So they came outside and they looked, and then goes, "You're right." So I have
Captured
proof.
it.
So that was my story of Meinhardt. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you're living in that town. How cool.
Yeah.
So you decided one day to be a physician. Mm-hmm. You always knew you wanted to be one? or
No, I wasn't one of those.
No.
I kind of stumbled
Something-
into it.
Something happened,
Yeah.
and you wanted to be an Italian singer in Rome.
Well, probably not. My
So you-
grandmother was a great singer.
Was she
but
really?
Yes, my
Yeah.
Italian grandmother was a fabulous
And
singer.
what part of Italy was she from?
So her parents were from Italy, and they were from Calabria, that region.
Calabrese, right?
Yeah.
They were Calabrese.
Yep.
How cool. A lot of Calabrese here. So you have so you feel like you're home, right?
Yeah.
So you went to Cornell, and then you went to medical school.
Yep.
And then started looking around once you graduated as to where you wanted to go. And
Right. I did my residency out in Colorado because I wanted to get out in the mountains and the sun and have a good time while doing it.
it is cool out there, huh?
It's fun.
I don't know if I could live there all the time, but it is funky when you wake
Lots
up
of people are moving there, so there's a lot of, millennials,
Yeah.
if you will, tracking there. And it's expensive now. The traffic's pretty bad now.
Yeah.
So,
I was in Castle Rock, like Colorado Springs.
Yep.
And we were there because it was like an up-and-coming town 20 years ago. And they
Right.
tell me now you can't
It's
even
there.
move. You can't
No.
even move in the town.
Right.
Which is kind of cool because I get there at night and then I open my shades in the morning. I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, where am I?
yeah.
Oz? It was cool. So anyway, so you had to pick sort of a particular area that you focused on.
Right.
And were you
I
big into
did-
sports or anything?
I was. I played sports my whole life. Being from a small town, I could play 3 sports in high school, so
Right.
that was great. I played soccer at Cornell. And when I started my residency, which was in family medicine, I kind of zeroed in on sports. And so then I did a fellowship in that at South Bend, Notre Dame for a year, which was really fun. And then I ended up out here through UMass.
And you're in the right place. Lots of sports around here.
There are.
And today, whereas sort of my generation, we just sort of put everything off, right? We just sort of like, it'll get better. And today,
If I just wait long enough.
You're right. And it just gets worse. and so we now have a generation of people that are active. We have people that are 80s and their 90s who are still active in the community. I mean, they're up, they're out, they're driving,
Yeah.
they're walking, they're at the track, walking around. I mean, they're active people. And they have young people today and people trying to exercise and things happen, right? Along the way, all our bodies. Like, I could never understand how, I see people that were running when I was running, and they're still running. They're like 60 years old, and I'm like, how can you, up my feet, am I like, how? And they're just, are you different than me? And everybody is really a little bit
Little
different.
bit.
Yeah. I probably ran harder, or didn't run with the right shoes. So a lot of things can happen. And you're there to help people out, right?
Yeah.
Get back to normal.
Try to keep people active.
Keep
That's
them going
my
again,
biggest
right?
goal.
So prevention is obviously important.
Yes.
And so would somebody come to you and say, look, I'm thinking of, I haven't run for a while, I'm thinking of running, or I haven't skied for a while. What do you think? I mean, would you do that sort of a
Absolutely. Starting an
evaluation?
exercise program. As you can imagine, most people don't come to me for that.
But
They come to
that's
me when
why I
they're
said
hurt.
that, though. No, I mean, but they could, right?
could,
and say,
absolutely.
look, Jill, can you help me out here? I mean, it's, I really want to get going again. And
Yeah.
I just retired, or I changed my schedule, I moved, or I sold my house, I don't do the lawn anymore, so I got to, I
Gotta
need
do
to
something.
But I want to make sure I'm okay to do it. I don't hurt myself. And you can help them with that.
Totally.
And then when they hurt themselves or something
there
doesn't feel
too.
right, you're there. And most of the time, you can get people back to full productivity, right?
Absolutely.
But how important is it to sort of look you up and call you and make contact with you when you first start to feel some discomfort?
It's a tough thing depending on what the issue is, you know what I mean? There's some things that people can work through. There's some things we used to tell people, rest, and we don't do that anymore. We actually get people more active
Really?
now than we used to.
Yeah.
With injuries or even concussions and that kind of stuff.
So it's not always we have to operate on you. Sometimes it's here are some things, slow down,
Yeah.
or here's some things in ice and heat.
Getting people to physical therapy, that sort of stuff.
So when you're not feeling so well and your body's not feeling so well and it's been a week or something, it's probably a good sort of idea to check in.
Or if you can't move it, that's probably a
Well,
good time to
that's-
check in
yeah,
too.
Yeah, it's like, I haven't moved off the couch in a couple of weeks. You think
Can't
I should
bend my
stop
knee
in?
anymore.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's the size of a football.
Yeah.
I should probably stop in.
Yep.
And so you're part of a family practice. I was amazed, and travel to certain parts of the country, and there were like joint replacement centers, like
Absolutely.
entire centers.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
With people living longer in general and people being more active and even, part of the whole obesity epidemic out there, joints are getting worn out for one reason or another. So yeah, those are popping up all over.
I don't like to hear like the mathematics behind how much weight you have and how much you
How much
place
more
on your
force-
joints.
right.
It's like, yeah, but I thought I was in shape. Yeah, well, guess what? You got an extra 10 pounds pushing down on that knee, right?
Yeah.
And so that has a lot to do with a lot of things.
Unfortunately, yep.
And so, give us some examples. Like, what's sort of the biggest trend that you see? Is it breaks? I mean, a lot of kids seem to have some pretty severe injuries in playing sports today.
Yeah, I actually did a little bit of research back in residency where we looked at a bunch of high schools across the country and what the most significant injuries were that were disqualifying kids from sports. And kind of universally, it was the top two were knee injuries, namely ACL tears and concussions. Those are what were keeping kids out for long periods of time.
Concussions are dangerous. I mean, really, people have to be well versed in that area because you know you don't know whether you have them or not, and
Right.
certain ways to prevent it, and so that's serious stuff. I mean,
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, in the news all the time,
Yes.
with the NFL, there's all that background too. So it's something we take very seriously now compared to even a decade ago.
yeah, or 5 years ago. So this is the coolest thing, but I fear now that I said you were, you know, from where you were from in Italy and your grandmother and everything, you're probably not going to make it around too far down at Mall of Whitney Field. But
We'll have to do a few laps.
do a few laps. But this is really cool because you can actually, I mean, get some exercise and talk to people and let them know who you are.
Yep.
And you do a walk with the doc.
Correct.
And that's coming up the second Wednesday of each month.
Yeah, we call it Walkin' Wednesday.
Walking Wednesday, and you can actually you're going to walk with people.
Yeah.
And they can chat with you and talk about anything they want.
Absolutely.
Well, after tonight, they're going to have a lot to
I know.
talk to
We'll
you
see.
about.
We'll see how many people
Be
watch.
trading recipes and right.
Yeah, all that
Stories
stuff.
and everything. That's cool. So. It happens at 5:30 p.m. Is there a certain place that you meet at the near Sears?
We're going to meet in front of Sears. A little quieter on that end.
Yes, yes.
And usually we start off with a quick 5 minutes educational piece. We've talked about mindfulness in the past. We've talked about wearable tech. So I'll figure that out this weekend.
I'm still amazed by wearable tech.
Yeah.
Or even my phone knows how many steps I take.
Right.
You know.
And then we'll just go walk. And we walk for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. People can come
I'm
and go.
coming down some night. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wednesday at 5:30. So
Yeah.
you're going to do it every Wednesday and, as many Wednesdays as you can.
The second Wednesday of every month.
You're going to be there.
I'll be there.
Cool. That's
Over
really
the
neat.
winter months. And then we'll go back outside. I personally like being
Well, yeah,
outside
yeah,
more.
yeah.
But it's
Well,
just
that's
hard
neat.
with being so dark so early.
Yeah, and that's great. So, information, how do people reach you?
We have a Facebook page through the Health Alliance Clinton Hospital website.
That's a long name now.
I know, UMass Health Alliance Clinton Hospital. And so people can post on there and I'll see it. They can contact, and it actually has our community outreach manager, Rosa, her contact number is on there too, so if people need to call, they can get to her directly.
Cool.
My Spanish interpreter from my clinic actually comes, so we can actually be able to talk to our Spanish-speaking population, since we have such a large one in this area, to help them talk to me and learn as well. So,
How cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Excited, I can tell.
yeah.
Anyway, is there a phone number people can reach you if they have any questions about not feeling they're sort of have an injury or they have questions about things and like to come in and see you?
Yeah, my clinic number is, 978 520.
You don't,
I
you
know, I
don't
don't
lose
even
any
know off the
points.
top of my head.
Listen, you don't lose any points.
don't even
It's
know what
okay.
it is.
They'll just look up your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If,
no
if
big
they
deal.
if they Google
Pittsburgh Family Practice.
Right. If they Google me, the UMass website comes up, and each of my clinics, I have a few clinics, will pop up, and there's a number for all of them. I don't even know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's okay. Don't you worry about it. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for
That was
having
fun.
me.
Welcome to town. I'm glad you settled in and
Thanks.
and you like it here. And your favorite restaurant?
In Leominster is Ryan Time.
You like to go right in time. All right. There's always new restaurants opening.
I know.
all the
I
time.
gotta try some more.
Yeah, no, I mean just see, I have a favorite. I have a favorite item off of each menu,
Okay.
and I just stick with it.
You're gonna have to share it.
Right, but I mean, I don't try
Oh,
new things
I
at
see.
restaurants. I find something I really like it, and that's what I get every time. But yet I'll go in and look at the menu and I'll be like,
Pretend like you're
"Yeah,
thinking about it."
Geez, man, you know what? Just bring me what I had last time. Well, thank you, Jill.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to have you here, and I will definitely stop down. And the second Wednesday of
Second Wednesday,
in
every
front of
month.
Sears, and you get to walk and talk with the doc. How's that? All right, we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back here.
Long years ago, on a deep winter night, high in the heavens a star shone bright, while in a manger a wee baby was that baby so small? Lay down to sleep in a humble stall. Then came the star and it stood overhead, shedding its light round his little head. Dear baby Jesus, how tiny thou art. I'll make a place for thee in my heart. And when the stars in the heavens I see, ever and always I think of
From the Firestone Christmas record, 1965, when you go in and buy tires, and they had a special deal where they would give you a free album, or it was like 75 cents or something. I have them. I have 2 of those. Anyway, one of my favorite songs. And we're back here at Inside Leominster. We're going to be talking about a special program that the Chamber of Commerce has, highlighting small businesses here in the area. It's called Gift Local, and David Genesi is with me, Membership Service Associate of North Central Mass Chamber of Commerce. And this is really cool because we have a list we're going to show on the screen of all the local businesses. You have the ones highlighted of the ones that are here from Leominster. But tell us how the card works. I like cards. I'm good at cards. I mean, I leave them in my pocket sometimes and never use them, but of course, I love cards.
Well, first of all, it's fantastic to be here. Thank you for having me.
Sure. You look sharp as always, and you're very festive.
Thank you.
Very
I appreciate
festive.
it.
You get
Well,
AAA.
I actually just came from an event that we were having at the Chamber, a holiday after hours.
Yeah.
So that, I apologize if you think Christmas
Apologize.
threw up on me.
I think you took the you took the prize.
Well, listen, if I didn't know this was a Paisan themed night because the guest before, and if I had known, I would have brought my homemade limoncello. We could have had a real festive night.
It would have been festive, all right, but the show might not have ended in a typical way.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.
So, the Gift Local gift card program is something that I personally take a lot of pride in. We started it last November, last year, and we started with about 30 vendors, and as of right now, we have about 55. The program continues to go, and the way it's designed is it's a way to bring new eyes, new recognition to a lot of our small and local businesses. If you go on our website, www.giftlocalmass.com, you will see all the vendors that are participating on this program.
Right.
This program is designed for members of the North Central Mass Chamber of Commerce, and it's a way for them, a new channel of advertising, a new channel of marketing, and a new opportunity to get people who have not tried their establishment before to try it out, see if they like it with the gift of Gift Local. So it's designed just like any other gift card. A merchant can, someone who's buying a card can purchase it for any amount, and you can purchase them at our office, which is located at 860 South Street in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. And you can also purchase them online through giftlocalmass.com and our website, northcentralmass.com.
Awesome. They're great gifts, and they get to spend it locally.
They get to spend it locally. We also find with research that shows us that when someone has a gift card, they tend to spend the amount that's on the gift card. Whereas if you're conscious about the money that you have in your pocket, you're willing to spend maybe $10 out of the $20 that you have. So it's fantastic for our businesses because they see a great return. In fact, one of our top vendors on this program is actually right here in Leominster. Roots Natural Foods.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Roots Natural Foods does a fantastic job with this program, and they're a big advocate for it. The whole idea is we want people to shop local, support local. It's very important to us, especially as the Chamber of Commerce, because we want our businesses to succeed, especially here in Leominster. We want our people to know that we're here to help them, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that the citizens that are here local, live local, are supporting local. And this program is designed to do just that.
And everybody loves that kind of gift where you get a card and it's for something local.
Yep.
They get to go and
Yep.
take their friends. And I would think that they'd go if it's for $50. They end up spending $100 because they got 50 as
Of
a gift, right?
course.
So you end up actually spending more money.
The beauty of this program too is that, you know, you can have a date night, you know, take your significant other, go to Putnam Bowling in Fitchburg, and then come to the 435 Bar and Grill, which is just downstairs over here. You know, have a night out of it. Invest locally. And we actually found that there are members of our chamber who don't necessarily belong on the program, but will buy these as gifts for their employees, their coworkers. We have lawyers and realtors who will buy these for their clients. It's just a fantastic way to bring, yeah, exactly.
Kyle, thanks. Where'd you get this Kleenex, Kyle? A half hour ago, I said, Kyle, any Kleenex in the building, right? And he said, and he didn't come back. And I'm like, I'm over here, I can barely breathe. And he comes back with 1.5 Kleenex in here. They're yellow. They've been sitting on some shelves. Kyle, where'd you get these, buddy? Did you take these?
Nose around here,
No, yeah, well, you know what? I think this is the box that comes from the hotel.
Right.
Did you take these, Kyle, when you were on vacation? Did you stay there?
Did you get the last 2 yellow ones?
Yes, yeah, they were sitting on the shelf, like sitting on the windowsill somewhere.
You let our secret out. Now
They threw the yellow ones in them.
I was over here dying. I'm like, I need a Kleenex.
go.
Oh, now he brings this stuff out.
That's good.
After I can't even breathe, he brings out. Then that thing, hey, Jane,
yes.
the 2 he left me, I went to sort of clean my nose, and like a cloud of dust, just puff. The thing was like airborne. I thought they were going to have to set off the sprinkler systems to get the dust to settle.
It's so wrong.
By the way, Kleenex, an unofficial sponsor of
Kleenex
Leominster.
Ooh, there you go, see?
Let me tell you.
Little segue there.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says for hotel use only. He takes them from the hotel. That's what happens. Unbelievable. Well, thanks, Kyle. Anyway, thanks for getting me the goods. And then he knows this one exists. This is the one that's all clean and everything. It's got like 45 of them, right?
You need the
But-
ones that got the Vicks infused
Yeah.
It's right out of the
tissues.
supply closet.
But
The Cadillac
and I'm like,
edition.
I saw the annual report. I saw it with my own eyes. There was an expenditure in there for Kleenex.
Kleenex,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And he brings me two. They were yellow and dusty. I'm probably never was allergic to anything, but now I'm going to have to go up to Family Medical Tech place there and get Dr. Jill's proteges to help me out now. It's like stuck up in my sinuses now. I got to go home and probably do that flush thing.
You're okay now?
I'm okay now. I'm better.
Good.
Is anything stuck on my nose or my face or anything?
I'd tell you if you had something
No, you
stuck
wouldn't.
on
No,
you.
you guys
Sure
would
I
just
would.
let me stay
I
there.
want somebody to tell me.
I bet you that box was sitting there for the last 4 years,
Oh,
stuck in the corner over there. And that's why it was yellow. I'm like, wow, that's cool, yellow. Like Easter Kleenex. Anyway, well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
www.giftlocalmass.com.
GiftLocalMass.com.
Easier than that.
Easier than that. You know, it's dominated mostly by restaurants, but if you are in the consumer market and you are not a member of the Chamber of Commerce, certainly reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help you guys out. You first have to become a member of the Chamber. That's the only criteria we have. But other than that, this program is free for our members to be a part of. And the best part about this program is even if you don't see someone come in with a gift card for an extended period of time, you're not losing anything.
No.
It's just a way to market your business. You get on another website, you get on a bunch of print media. So it's a no-brainer in our eyes because, again, our businesses that are in the area are getting the notoriety that we want them to get. We want to make sure that our small local businesses are getting that notoriety. And this program is a perfectly designed way
Love it.
to do that.
All right, stay put. We're going to go through some pictures of the week, and then we'll take a break. We'll unhook you, and off you go to another party. I mean, you may as well just keep going to parties all night.
I have been going all day.
Oh, you may as well just keep going because you're dressed for the part. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Hey, let's do real quick. Let's do some photos of the week. Whenever you guys are ready back there, and then we'll take a break, unhook David, and send him on his way to another party hop. Right?
Yes,
Another party hop.
absolutely. It
Here
was
we
a
go.
pleasure having you.
Here we go. Montechusett Corral last Sunday, a standing room only crowd here at City Hall, John F. Kennedy Auditorium. A beautiful, beautiful concert. It was great. And proceeds went to the Spanish American Center. There it is. Look at the place, packed. Balconies, floor seating. There are all the beautiful trees, the orchestra. I mean, it was just an absolutely beautiful afternoon. So hats off to the Montechusett Chorale. New downtown sign. You'll be seeing these. If your business would like to support one, they're $500. Do you like them? Huh?
Yeah,
Not bad. And if your business, see what it says for more information? Well, right underneath there, there's going to be a little spot where it says this sign sponsored by or something like that. They're $500. But these things are like 16, 17 feet in the air, and they'll have all our events. So they'll be all over the city. They'll be all over the place. So when we go ahead and put an event on, you won't miss it. And that was built in-house by our in-house tradesman, John Geoffrin. So thank you, John. Great work. Look at that gold leaf by, I think Addison did the gold leaf part, so I have to give them some credit. Next slide, please. There's our new Engine 4, brand new. The fire department does a great job. They put a committee together when they're building a truck. They sort of learn from other experiences they've had with other apparatus. They get the committee. It takes a year to build a truck. They actually go out to the factory to make sure that everything they had spec'd is what they wanted. And, you know, if you think about it, a truck is almost like a building. When you go to reach for something, it needs to be there. It needs to be in the same place, and it needs to work, and it needs to function. They don't have time to mess around when they're going to a working fire or an accident. And seconds matter. And so this is a very sharp-looking piece of equipment. And not only do they build a great piece of equipment, but they take real good care of the equipment, which means it lasts a long time. Next slide, please. So here we are on Slack Brook. And this is, if you haven't been up there, Slack Brook is eroding in this area, and the fear of the actual road falling in. So working with the Army Corps of Engineers and the city and all city departments, a great team effort, finally underway. Bob Savatelli was the city councilor at the time that worked with us tirelessly to make this project happen. And they started last week with some tree cutting, and they're going to work right through the winter, they said, unless it really gets bad. So anyway, that's that project. Move on to, we had some trees that had to be removed at the Gallagher building, and came back the other day to do some stump removal. So that's the next slide. Please. There they are. There's the DPW digging up those stumps. Those trees are probably 80, 90 years old probably each, but they rotted out. Some of them actually came down on the roadway. And there's the DPW with their backhoe digging up the roots. Downtown lights look absolutely beautiful. And there's our tree lighting. The stroll went excellent. We had lots of fun. The weather was great. Gave out a lot of chestnuts, and never got a chance to really walk around. But our electric light parade was just a lot of positive feedback from the electric light parade. And then we lit our trees for the annual tree lighting, and Santa stopped by. And we had the gingerbread house, decorate that, and it was just thousands of people this year. So we were very happy, and thanks to all those vendors and restaurants and people that came out to provide activities, and we had a lot of fun. And let's see, there's, the Festival of Trees there. Stop by, there's no cost. We're open every day, 11 to 2 or something. Yeah, 11 to 2 on the weekends. Beautiful. More trees than we've ever had. More spectacular. Next slide, please. There's my float, Polar Express, thanks to Chuck Doyle from WDC Construction Company, who, poor guy, he puts all these floats together every single year, takes them apart, puts them away. Thank you, Chuck and team at WDC Construction. Next slide, please. There's Louis Charpentier's display at City Hall, and you can travel through all of City Hall, and there's displays all over the place. Next slide is more of Louis' display, and those are two up top there, and there's the one on top of the piano. So Louis knew that his legacy would continue on, and we would keep his legacy going, and we would put the display out every year, and that it would go to either City Hall, or we were actually thinking of putting some of it outside in the Common or at Carter Park. So we're going to take a short break, real short. We're coming back to wrap up the show at Inside Leominster. And again, thank you to David.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Taking a break. Here we go, from the best Christmas album ever, 1965. We're back. How much time we got, Kyle? Not much? Okay, so local veterans, they used to be the group that used to do the whole Toys for Tots, and they decided they wanted all of the veterans group to participate. So anyway, they are looking for, this is a local group, Fitchburg, Leominster area. They are looking for kids that are in need of toys. And they have a good veterans group that's looking to help out. If you have any kids that you know who need toys, we have a schedule here at City Hall as to exactly when they'll be available to pick up those toys. And just give us a call at 978-534-7500. Saturday, another free event, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the Kelly Girls, and they do a holiday concert. I've seen them before. They do an excellent job. Take a break from shopping and join us for a rousing and joyful rendition of songs and tunes of the season, presented in memory of Bernie C. Bengrazi, who Mrs. Bengrazi was at all of our events here in the city of Leominster. I don't care what it was, she was there, and this is why this event is so fitting. She would be there, front seat, having a ball, pocketbook in tow, and yeah, so make sure you come by if you can. Inside Leominster, Santa Show, December 21st, and 6:30, so get the kids ready for that. We're out of time. Thank you, good night, God bless you. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. You need to show up. Good night.
Good night, wherever you are. May your dreams be pleasant dreams wherever you are. If only one little wish that I wish comes true, I know that the angels will watch over you. Good night, wherever you are. I'll be with you, dear, no matter how near or far. With all my heart, I pray everything is all right. Wherever you are, good night.
This program is brought to you by Amico Flooring of Fitchburg, Mass. Amico Flooring. Let us floor you.